Hey everybody, it's Eric from wanderwitheric.com. Today I'm at White Park in Concord, New Hampshire. It's a beautiful day, as you can see. Spring is in the air. We have rain in the forecast for the next few days, so I figured I better get out here while the getting was good and enjoy the beautiful day. And since spring is in the air, today we're going to look for signs of spring. In my travels around town recently, I've noticed that a lot of little flowers are starting to sprout up out of the ground. The beginnings of leaves are starting to appear on the trees. The grass is turning greener on the ground. So we're going to look around and see what we can find. Let's wander. I'm really liking the colors on this tree. There's a fungus among us. The fact that it says the World War must mean that this is referring to the First World War, which means this plaque is really old. Unfortunately, this fence is in need of some repair. Here we go. Here's a little garden. This little red bud coming out here. These plants are beginning to sprout. These nice green ones here. These have a lot of personality. Thorns on this one, but you can see little bits of buds starting to come up. That's going to be blooming soon. There's no rolling stones around here. This area is blanketed in a beautiful moss. I'll take the high road and you take the low road. Rocky road? Rockin' Robin, tweet, tweetly teet. Although I've lived in this town quite a while, I've never really explored this park. I've maybe walked through once or twice, but didn't spend much time. It's actually pretty nice. There's a lot of little secluded spaces, like this one that I find myself in now. I've seen a little bit of nature. I saw a robin bird. I've seen some squirrels. In here, we've got some sort of ground cover that's brand new. It looks pretty happy right now. This has springtime written all over it. I can see some tiny insects on the top of the water. Right in the center of the frame, there's a couple of tiny insects on the surface of the water. With all the great parts of springtime, one aspect that, depending on your point of view, might not be as nice is insects appear again. Here in New Hampshire, it's quite cold in the winter, so insects really aren't a problem. But come springtime, around this time of the year, they start appearing again. This tree is heavy with little pods at the end of the branches, which I'm sure are going to turn into leaves or flowers or both. Here we have a better view, what I was talking about. No diving. This tree is also erupting in seeds of some sort at the end of the branches, along the small branches. I'm sure those are going to turn into something nice pretty soon. Out in the distance, you can see these other trees with a yellowy color to them. That's all going to turn into leaves or flowers in the not too distant future. It doesn't look like much now, but these green sprouts coming out of the water are going to be nice before much longer. There are fish out here in this water also. Let's see if I can get closer view. They've got a black spot behind the gills. These have got to be the most bizarre looking plants I've seen today. I don't know what they are, but they're coming up out of the ground. And they're hot pink. More blooming trees, not far away from flowering by the look of it. This is pretty cool. I had no idea. So, since it's springtime, it's reminded me that even though you might be in a dark place sometimes and the world feels so cold, if you just hang on, a brighter day will shine out sooner or later. Wandering reminds us that there's more to the world than just our lives and the things that occupy us day in and day out, the things that occupy our thoughts and our minds. So getting outside is a great way to see that there's a bigger world out there. And even in the darkest of times, you can find beauty. But especially at times like this in the springtime, when life is returning to the world and you can see signs of it everywhere, It's really rejuvenating to come out here on a day like this. Well, there we have it. White Park in Concord, New Hampshire. Found plenty of signs of spring. Some of them were strange, some of them were beautiful, some of them were in between. Maybe we'll come back here again in another month or two and we can see how things have changed. I don't know about you, but I had a wonderful time. Until next time, keep exploring.